Hello everyone, good morning, good evening. So let's start today's topic. Today's topic is inheritance in Java. Okay, till now we have learned the concept of packages, right? And access specifiers, private, public, protected, class level, and object level access specifiers, where you saw the working of accessibility using these access specifiers inside a package or outside the package. Okay, so we'll learn today the new concept, the one of the most important concept of Java, that is inheritance. So what is inheritance? Inheritance means to take something that is already made. It's the concept of reusability. If there is something that you have already created and you want to reuse it without writing that code again, okay, so that is inheritance. Okay, inheritance is deriving the new classes based on existing classes, right? Listen again, deriving the new classes based on existing classes. Okay, so what we do, we create some classes, we create some methods and attributes inside the class, and then we create another classes which uses the properties and behavior of existing classes. Okay, so newly created class is known as derived class or child class or subclass, right? And the existing classes are known as base class or parent class or superclass. So there are existing classes which are known as base class, superclass or parent class, right? And the new classes that are created from the properties inheriting from existing classes are known as child class or subclass or derived class. Okay, and for inheritance the keyword is used extends. You need to remember this. For inheritance, Java provides a keyword called extends. Okay, how to use it we will see in the program later. Now that we have already discussed that concept of making new classes based on existing classes. We hear the word vehicle, then we got an image in our mind, and then it moves from one place to another place. It is used for traveling or carrying goods, but the word vehicle does not specify whether it is a two-wheeler, three-wheeler or four-wheeler, because it is a general word. Okay, so inheritance, what it does, it specializes from general to specific. Okay, inheritance specializes from general to specific, right? So now we can say a car is a four-wheeler vehicle and auto rickshaw is a three-wheeler. So car is a class which extends from vehicle class, right? Okay, so there is the concept of subclass and superclass. Okay, so syntax in Java for implementation of inheritance is class, then subclass. This is the syntax. First of all you write class, then the name of child class, then extends keyword, then base class, right? So class, then derived class name, child class name, extends the base class. Class car extends vehicle, right? So car extends vehicle class. Okay, so class, subclass name, extends superclass. So on this side this is the subclass, that is newly created class, and from this side of extend there is base class or parent class, also known as superclass. Okay, now there are types of inheritance. Left hand side you will see simple inheritance, and right hand side you will see multi-level inheritance. So there are 5 types of inheritances in Java, that is simple inheritance, multi-level inheritance, hierarchical inheritance and multiple inheritance, right? So multiple inheritance is not implemented directly from classes. This is a special case of inheritance that is not implemented through classes. You keep in mind, remember it, multiple inheritance is the concept in Java that is not implemented from classes. They are implemented from interfaces. Remember this, multiple inheritance are not implemented by classes. Multiple inheritance is implemented using interfaces. Interfaces is a separate topic with abstract class that we will see later on. But as of now, multiple inheritance क्लास के थ्रू इम्प्लीमेंट नहीं होती है, मल्टीपल इनहेरिटेंस इम्प्लीमेंट होती है इंटरफेस के थ्रू। और पांचवा जो टाइप है हाइब्रिड, हाइब्रिड का मतलब कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ मल्टीपल इनहेरिटेंस। यू कैन से द नेक्स्ट फिगर विल शो यू हाउ हाइब्रिड वर्क्स। सी, this is simple class when one base class, one derived class. This is multi-level where from one base class another class is derived, and from this derived class another class is derived. So there are n number of layers. There can be class D, class E, class F, class G as per your requirement, right? Now hierarchical inheritance, there is one base class and more than one derived class. One base class, more than one derived class, okay? And multiple inheritance, one derived class, more than one base class. Remember this, multiple inheritance, there is one derived class and there are more than one base class. So if a class is trying to inherit from more than two classes, Java will not allow this. अगर कोई क्लास एक से ज़्यादा क्लास से इनहेरिट करना चाहती है, दो या उससे ज़्यादा क्लास से इनहेरिट करना चाहती है, तो जावा में क्लासेस के थ्रू ये पॉसिबल नहीं है। इसके लिए हम यूज़ करेंगे इंटरफेसेस का, ठीक है। और जब ये इनहेरिटेंस इम्प्लीमेंट नहीं होगी तो ये हाइब्रिड इनहेरिटेंस भी इम्प्लीमेंट नहीं हो पाएगी, क्योंकि हाइब्रिड में आप देखिए यहाँ ऊपर वाला पार्ट क्लास ए बी सी इज हायरार्किकल एंड class B, C, D is multiple inheritance. So this inheritance also cannot be implemented using classes. So it will be implemented using interfaces, right? So single, multi-level and hierarchical can be implemented using classes. Then multiple or hybrid cannot be implemented using classes. They will be implemented using inheritances, okay? Interfaces, right? Okay. So simple inheritance we have seen, one base class, one derived class. Multi-level, there can be n level of classes where one class inherits from other class, then subsequently their classes will inherit from their parent classes. Hierarchical, we have seen one base class, more than one derived class. For example, your account is a class and there are three types of accounts, more than one subclasses. Savings account, fixed deposit and current account. Again, fixed deposit is short, medium and long. You can say this is hierarchical and this is multi-level, okay, because there are more than two levels of the classes inheritance. Now there is important concept of Java access specifier. Access specifier or access modifiers plays a very important role in case of inheritance. Okay, so there are four types of access specifier. One is private, second is protected, third is default and fourth is public. Remember, we have discussed the access specifier. Access specifiers are the keyword that let you decide the accessibility of member of the classes outside the class. Okay, क्लास के बाहर अगर किसी चीज़ को एक्सेस करना है, उसकी एक्सेस को रिस्ट्रिक्ट अगर हमें कराना है, तो हमारे पास चार एक्सेस स्पेसिफायर हैं। पहला है प्राइवेट, दूसरा है प्रोटेक्टेड, तीसरा है डिफ़ॉल्ट, चौथा है पब्लिक। डिफ़ॉल्ट का मतलब अगर आप क्लास या एट्रीब्यूट के सामने, मेथड के सामने कुछ भी नहीं लिखते हैं उसके पहले, तो वो डिफ़ॉल्ट में चला आता है, तो उसका भी अपना रोल है। तो आइए देखते हैं कि प्राइवेट क्या है, प्रोटेक्टेड क्या है, डिफ़ॉल्ट क्या है और पब्लिक क्या है। नाउ पब्लिक एक्सेस स्पेसिफायर, फील्ड्स, मेथड्स एंड कंस्ट्रक्टर्स डिक्लेयर्ड पब्लिक, यानी किसी क्लास के अंदर फील्ड है, मेथड है या कंस्ट्रक्टर है, उनको हम पब्लिक डिक्लेयर कर सकते हैं। कंस्ट्रक्टर को तो पब्लिक ही डिक्लेयर करेंगे, क्योंकि कंस्ट्रक्टर का काम होता है ऑब्जेक्ट बनाना, और ऑब्जेक्ट जनरली हम क्लास के बाहर ही बनाते हैं। विद इन अ पब्लिक क्लास आर विजिबल टू एनी क्लास इन द जावा प्रोग्राम। अगर किसी क्लास को हमने पब्लिक बनाया है और उसके अंदर के फील्ड्स, मेथड और कंस्ट्रक्टर पब्लिक हैं, तो वो पैकेज के अंदर या पैकेज के बाहर कहीं भी एक्सेस हो जाएगा। ठीक है, अगर आपने क्लास को पब्लिक बनाया है और उसके अंदर के मेथड्स, एट्रीब्यूट्स, कंस्ट्रक्टर सबको पब्लिक बना रखा है, तो आप उस मेथड्स, फील्ड्स, कंस्ट्रक्टर को क्लास के अंदर, क्लास के बाहर, एक फाइल से दूसरी जावा फाइल में या एक पैकेज से दूसरे पैकेज के अंदर कहीं भी फ्रीली एक्सेस कर सकते हैं, बिकॉज इट इज़ पब्लिक। मीन्स आपके कुछ ऐसे एट्रीब्यूट्स होंगे जो आप पब्लिकली सबके साथ शेयर करना चाहते हैं, वो पब्लिक एट्रीब्यूट होंगे। फॉर एग्जांपल आपका नाम, आप अपने नाम को प्राइवेट नहीं कर सकते। क्यों? क्योंकि आपका जो नाम है वो आपसे ज़्यादा दूसरे यूज़ करते हैं, राइट? दे यूज टू एड्रेस यू, दे यूज टू कॉल यू, राइट? सो it is public access specifier. The attributes that you need to share, the class need to share among all other classes, those methods and fields can be declared as public, right? So next is private access specifier. Private is most restrictive, means like you have some belongings with you that you do not want to share with others, like, okay, there will be some belongings with you that for your personal use that you cannot share with anyone, you don't want to share it with anyone, you keep it with yourself only, okay? So that is private. So if a class or interface does not want to share its fields or method with other classes or other packages, those attributes or methods can be declared as private access specifier with help of private access specifier. We'll see all these examples, but before the examples it is very necessary to understand these concepts, because concepts are very much required to understand any programming language, right? So first understand the concept, then we'll go with programming part, right? Okay, so private is not shared, that is most restrictive. Methods and attributes किसी के साथ share class नहीं करता है. Now protected access specifier. Protected access specifier is in case of inheritance. मतलब inheritance के केस में एक base class है और एक derived class है. The base class want to access the derived class want to access the attributes or methods of base class, and the base class wants to share with only the derived class, not with any other class. Suppose there is a class A, class B, class C. If class B inherits from class A, then the protected members of class A will be accessible in class B, because class B has inherited from class A. Listen again. If there are three classes, class A, class B, class C, and class B inherits from class A, class B class A inherit करती है, तो class A के जितने भी protected fields और methods हैं वो B में accessible होंगे, C में वो accessible नहीं होंगे क्योंकि C ने A को inherit नहीं किया है. So inheritance is implemented in case of protected access specifier is used in case of inheritance. Okay, so if methods and fields are declared, constructors are declared as protected in superclass, they can only be accessed by subclass, right? For example, आपका घर आपके और आपके पेरेंट्स, आपके सिबलिंग्स ये सारे यूज कर सकते हैं, बाहरी कोई उसमें अथॉरिटी किसी को नहीं होती है. And the last is default access specifier. If inside a class you do not write public int or public private int or something, you just write only declaration and definition, you do not use any of the access specifier of public, private, protected, so default access specifier is used. In that case, any class, field, method or constructor that has no declared access specifier is accessible only by class in the same package. Okay, default access specifiers allows the fields, methods and constructor to be used by the classes in the same package. Outside the package, those fields, methods or classes or constructors cannot be accessed. Okay, so these are access specifier. Public access specifier can be accessed anywhere inside the package, outside the package, all the members. Private access specifier members, they can be used only inside the class or only by the class. No one can access outside the class or anywhere in the package or outside the class. Protected is used in case of inheritance. Protected is used in case of inheritance where subclass inherits protected members of superclass. Other classes which are not related to subclass or superclass, they cannot access the protected members. And if you are not specifying any public, private or default access specifier, Java provides a default access specifier, and the accessibility of this access specifier is inside the same package. The field, method, class or constructor that are declared as default access specifier, they are only accessible inside the same package, right? So these are the 4 access specifier that are used while implementation of inheritance. Okay, so just learn this concept, revise this concept, and in the next video we will meet with the practical implementation of inheritance with all these default, protected, private and public access specifier. Okay, till then keep studying, keep coding. Thank you so much. We'll meet very soon.